We got a lot of questions from clients about vehicle liability, and they usually mean one of two things. What if you get into a wreck and somebody sues you? And on the other hand, when somebody sues you, can a judgment creditor take your car? So this video will answer both of those questions. How do you protect your vehicles from being taken in a lawsuit? And how do you protect yourself from driving liabilities? Hi, I'm the Business Guy, and today we're going to talk about protecting your cars and yourself from automobile liability. I've been the CEO of an asset protection firm for over 30 years. We have attorneys on our staff, and if you need further help, please give us a call. And if you could please do me a favor and please click the like button below. It will help me a lot. I sure appreciate it. In your comments, you can tell me what you think. And you can also click the subscribe button so that when more videos come out like this, you'll get notified. Now, from an asset protection standpoint, your autos and other vehicles are most likely a major source of legal liability. Probably the most dangerous thing you do is drive. In fact, 5 months ago, I was hit by a car when riding a bicycle. I broke my neck severely, hospitalized in the ICU, and it was a gnat's eyelash from being killed or paralyzed. So vehicle liability is a major risk that most of us face. Now, your CPA may advise you to purchase a vehicle for your business. However, they would be coming from an accounting perspective, and they're primarily looking at the tax advantages. So sure, buy a vehicle for business use and deduct the expenses, but owning a vehicle in your business is like opening the door and inviting a lawsuit into your main source of income. So let's talk about asset protection for your vehicle. So how do you keep somebody from suing you and taking your vehicles? First, what we do is we put each car into a separate title holding trust. The title holding trust gives you privacy of ownership, so if somebody types your name into the public records, it's easy to see what cars that you own. There are many ways to hold title. If you hold title in your own name, boom, every car you own will appear. However, if you hold your cars in private trusts, you become a lot less of an attractive target for asset sniffing contingent fee lawyers. There are some bankruptcy creditor exemptions, but they're only a very small amount of the vehicle's total value. So that only amounts to about 10% of the price of the average car. Today, that's $36,487 as of this video. LLCs. The next step is to set up one limited liability company, LLC, for each car. See our video on single member LLCs. The title holding trust provides privacy of ownership, and the LLC provides asset protection from lawsuits. That works two ways. If somebody is driving your car and gets into a wreck, the person who was injured can sue the owner of the car and the driver of the car. So the LLC acts as a shield between you and that lawsuit. LLC Asset Protection. Way number two, the LLC protects you, is via asset protection. See our video called LLC Charging Order Protection. When somebody sues you personally, there are provisions in the LLC code that provide the following benefits. The LLC and anything inside of it may be shielded from seizure. Now, it is best to take action before a lawsuit strikes, but if one has already shown up at your door, it is generally better to take action to protect yourself than to leave yourself hanging wide open to the legal vultures. Protect yourself. Equity stripping. Finally, we set up another LLC that you own privately. We often do this in Wyoming because of the strong protection afforded to LLCs. Plus, Wyoming LLCs have reasonable annual renewal fees compared to Nevada and Delaware. Then we take that LLC and we record liens against the cars. These are equivalent of home equity lines of credit liens against your car. This is called equity stripping because it removes the equity from your vehicle. Now, if the bad thing happens, the courts may require you to show what happened to the proceeds of your car loan, and if needed, at that point, we can set up an international asset protection trust. See our video called Offshore Trust: A Beginner's Guide. Then an institution offshore will purchase the loan and distribute the cash into a you can't touch it account inside of your offshore trust. Protect your assets from driving liability. Now, one thing you can do is buy all of the insurance your provider will sell you. Get the maximum coverage on yourself as the driver, on your vehicles and everything. So why purchase all this insurance if you have an asset protection plan in place? It's simple. You want to put all the barriers between liability and your assets that you can. Insurance is easy and can cover some of your exposure for a nominal cost. You can purchase an umbrella policy for your home, autos, and all of your basic insurance from the same provider, which will give you a great start on mitigating the liability that exists in a very easy and inexpensive manner. Conversely, there's a big problem with insurance. The problem is that the coverage is limited. First, the amount they cover is limited in your policy. However, the amount for which someone can sue you is unlimited. Second, the exceptions written in today's insurance policies are truly shocking. Ever try to make a claim? The knee-jerk reaction is for the insurance company to find an exception in the policy as to why they should not have to pay. So how does insurance work? Now, you're buying insurance against liability. Your provider insures you from liability created by accidents and other events. Each type of insurance has its limitations, and you will have to have multiple policies from each type of liability for your home, cars, recreational vehicles, business location, etc. Now, the first thing on an insurance company's agenda when you file a claim is to find their way out of having to pay up. They will only honor the claim once they are forced to by the contract. But make no mistake that your insurance company is not working for you, it is working for its shareholders. Now, there are ways to get around paying insurance claims, so your insurance provider will do all they can within the law to do this whenever you file a claim. And that is why you don't make insurance your only asset protection initiative. That is, you'll want to create layers in your asset protection strategy from a simple insurance policy all the way to an offshore trust and other bulletproof measures you can talk to about us when you call. Now, you don't want to rely on just one layer to protect all of your assets. So in conclusion, there are ways to protect your car from judgment creditors. Owning a car in your personal name is the worst way to go, and the solution is to own your car in a legal entity that gives you privacy and protection. Now, for additional information on protecting yourself from automobile liability and also keeping your creditor from taking your car, give us a call at 1-661-310-2931 or visit us at assetprotectionplanners.com and fill out a free consultation form. This is the Business Guy.